Thanks for tuning in. This is Southern Living Windows out of Plano, Texas. My name is Chris McCoy, and today we are installing new windows into this home. I think there's 15 windows. I'm not sure, 15 or 16 windows. Front, side, backyard, and the left elevation. Here are the windows that will be installed on this side. First things first, we always measure the windows before we take them out. My guy actually went over to this window, measured the width, the center height, the leg height, and then he came over here and did the same thing. We don't ever want to pull the window out unless we have something going in. There's never been a piece of plywood on one of my jobs because the window didn't fit. These windows here are actually replacement windows. So this is a little bit different than them being an aluminum window, to where we don't have to break out the frame because there's no nailing flanges to these. So all we're going to do is cut the caulking, push the window out, take the old caulking off, level the new window in there, and that's about it, and get it caulked. So these are double hung windows. That means the top window slides down and the bottom window slides up. And since they're double hung, we can remove both parts of the window, and then we'll take out the screws like I said, and then we'll get this out. So this window's out, and it came out pretty easily. That's because it was a replacement window to begin with. So now what we're doing is we're going to go through and scrape all the caulking off and clean it up. Something. Josue, over here. Okay. Okay. And you want to go that way?
Yeah, for me. Yeah.
For you? Okay. So this window's in. Right now what we're doing, we're setting the windows. So we're anchoring it from the bottom because I don't want my window sitting on brick because the sun will eventually warp the bottom of the window. So everything's level. The way you check it is you open up the windows and you check the reveals and the latching. If one latch is tight and one latch is loose, that means that window is sitting in there kind of caulked. So this is the time to adjust any of that. Since it's 1,000 degrees here in Texas, I thought I'd go get the guys some ice and some waters and some Gatorade. Also, I always buy my guys brand new tape measures because these are easy. They're called easy reads. They have the 16th and the 8th mark on here, so it's real easy to measure. We always measure before we take out a window to make sure we have something going in there that's going to be the same size and there's no mistakes. What he's doing here is he's cutting back the sheetrock so that window will stick further in, because right now it sticks too far out. See him in here testing the latches. So he'll close the sash. Now he'll test the latches. If one's tight, is that one tight, Josue? Is it tight? Yeah. Okay. Then so we're going to readjust that now. So what he's doing now, he's taking off these solar shades. These solar shades are to help with heat, but since the new windows come with the 360 360 low E argon gas. You're not going to need those solar shades. And of course she went without the grids, so it's less busy of a window to look through. So we'll take these off and we'll throw them away. Some people like to donate them to Habitat for Humanity. So the trio of these are called twin single hung eyebrows. They are in, they look good. I measured the job, of course they look good. Just joking, watch the next job not go so good. Actually all my jobs go pretty well, but anytime you have this type of window, there are so many different measurements. I'll measure that window maybe 20 times in different spots. All up along the side, and then the center, and then the legs. But these are in. These are the hardest windows of the whole job. So glad to see these in. So this is a very important part of the whole process, is he's foaming the windows. So anytime there's gaps like this, we'll go ahead and foam the window in. And he did it with these windows as well. You can see the foam sticking out over here. When the foam dries, it's really cool stuff. You just pushes in, well, it is foam, but it easily pushes in and it seals the window better. And that's the right way to do it. So the piece of wood that was here was kind of warped and rotted and kind of slanted down. So we're gonna come back, we put a new piece here, and we're gonna come back, caulk this and paint it, clean this window up, take stickers off, and we'll get it to match, and that'll be it for that window. One thing that's important, when you caulk a window, you don't want to cover up these weep holes. Even though it's a picture window, you don't want to cover these up because water does get in there and it needs to drain out these little bitty holes right here. So this window's caulked in, and it's actually a really nice job. This guy's been caulking windows for 7 years, so we've caulked all around this window, and then we'll caulk the inside, take the stickers off, clean the glass. When you're done with this is what I recommend, when you're done with the last window, always go back to your first window and start searching for any kind of holes that will appear, that could appear into the caulking. So we'll go back and we'll check that. By the time we get to the last window, this will start to cure, and then we'll go back and check that. Looking good, I swear. Yeah. Oh yeah, especially from the outside, man. Big change. Big change, man. We always cover up furniture, cover up the bed, get so close to the window. The dust from the mortar will get on it. So, and even though after we're done with the job, I suggest don't do any dusting for about 24 hours because things are still settling. Got this window in. This was a single hung window. It did open. She wanted to do away with that and go with the privacy glass. This is what's called rain glass. A lot of my customers ask me what's the difference between obscured and rain. So this is the rain glass right here. And we'll come back, we'll clean all this up, caulk it in, take the sticker off, and make it look pretty again. We'll come back, we'll caulk all around here. We're gonna drill holes for the weep holes inside and get this window finished up. So we are back to this piece, and you can see where I started to color it. and that was the wrong color. So I just went down to Sherwin-Williams, got the right color. We caulked it in, so I'm gonna paint all this nice and baby blue, whatever that color is. A lot better. So we're going to be doing the final walk around. I always look at the caulking all around the window, make sure everything's perfect. Open up the window, close it, make sure the latches are perfect. That's perfect. Open up this one, close it. Latches are perfect. What a tight fit here. This is tempered.
Some adults felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days.
This one's caulked nicely. Always check your windows too, the opening. So like sometimes when the manufacturer sends the window to us, the springs, they use the wrong springs and the window will slowly but surely sink. I carry extra springs on me in the truck just in case that happens. I could switch them out real easily. They're all numbered. Each spring has a number on them. Then that determines the weight rating of the window. Looks good, looks good. All right, so we are done with this job. We're gonna do a walk around. Look for anything, always pick up the trash. I've already been through here with the rake, but we're gonna go back through it again. We're gonna look for any little thing that looks like we've been here. We're gonna take care of that. That needs to be caulked still, that needs to be caulked still. This is called the walk around. This is when you look for little holes in the caulking. By now, the holes would have set. So that's good, I just painted that. You don't want to be 30 miles from your house and have to come back for something small. He's caulking that right now. The twin window. And then we got these 2 windows here. Beautiful 360 low E. Take this off. These are my letters here. I always letter each window because I know where each letter of the window goes, and there's a letter on the side of each window. This job is complete, and we'll see you on the next one.